Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to Linka Sabah, German baby food brand HiPP's carrots and potatoes 190-gram canned baby food has been found contaminated with rat poison in Austria, leading to an emergency recall from approximately 1,500 Spar supermarket stores across the country. Austrian police confirmed the presence of rat poison in a returned product after a customer tip-off. HiPP stated it was an external criminal interference affecting only Spar's distribution channels in Austria, warning that ingesting the contaminated food could be life-threatening. Police advised consumers to look for red circular stickers on the bottle bottom, opened or damaged caps, missing safety seals, or unusual odors. Similar contaminated products were also found in the Czech Republic and Slovakia. Spar and HiPP urge customers not to consume the affected products purchased from Spar Austria and offer full refunds. A devastating fire ripped through a coastal village in Malaysia's Sabah state, destroying an estimated 200 homes and leaving 445 people displaced. The blaze, reported by Al Jazeera from state news agency Bernama, occurred in Sandakan district early Sunday morning local time, Saturday, 17:32 GMT. Authorities cited strong winds and the close proximity of wooden stilt houses as factors in the rapid spread of the fire, with low tide complicating water access for firefighters. Datuk Walter Kenson of the Sandakan District Disaster Management Committee confirmed the affected homes are uninhabitable. Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim has assured that the federal government is coordinating with Sabah authorities to provide immediate basic assistance and temporary relocation for the victims. Priority is currently on victim safety and on-the-ground aid. Star Media Group reports that Southeast Asian nations are rapidly accelerating their transition to renewable energy sources to counter the escalating global fossil fuel crisis. Persistent military turmoil in the Middle East has disrupted oil and gas supply chains, prompting a noticeable shift in the region's energy policies towards greener alternatives. International Energy Agency Executive Director Fatih Birol recently described the current fuel crisis as the largest energy security threat in history, warning of potential drastic price increases if the Strait of Hormuz remains inaccessible. Experts highlight that highly import-dependent countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and the Philippines are particularly vulnerable. ASEAN nations generally possess weak strategic petroleum reserves, with some having less than 2 weeks' supply, offering minimal buffer against disruptions. In response, the Philippines is advancing 22 renewable energy projects, including solar, hydropower, biomass, and wind. Cambodia has launched a $1 billion pump storage hydropower station and approved a $200 million wind farm, aiming to increase its clean energy share to 70% by 2030 from the current 60%. Vietnam is also investing $190 million in 3 solar plants and 1 wind farm, while Myanmar's Shui Mayo solar plant is set to begin generation by June. An analyst noted that while ASEAN has frameworks for energy security, implementing these goals has been challenging for developing nations. 2 men, Dan Fitzgerald and Stu Philman, have miraculously survived 24 hours floating at sea off Queensland after strong currents swept them kilometers from their dive boat. The experienced divers, aged 43 and 45, were exploring flat rock north of Point Lookout on North Stradbroke Island when they drifted away. Alarm was raised yesterday morning, initiating a multi-agency search. Thanks to their scuba suits, which kept them warm, they were found in remarkably good spirits and condition almost a full day later. Rescue crew officer Alex Carroll described their relief, saying, "They were glad to see me. You could see the weight come off their shoulders and go, 'Thank God you're here.'" Stu Philman expressed his gratitude, thanking our emergency services teams in aircraft, on the water, or on land for turning this into a happy ending. This news comes from 9 News. Antar reports that Indonesia, through its House of Representatives Committee for Inter-Parliamentary Cooperation, BKCA, strongly condemned Israel's actions in the Middle East at the Inter-Parliamentary Union, IPU, Forum in Istanbul, Turkey. BKSAP Chairman Cyril Ada Mazat specifically highlighted an attack on UN peacekeeping forces in Lebanon that killed 3 Indonesian soldiers, calling Israel's actions out of line. The condemnation also encompassed continued Israeli military operations and airstrikes in Gaza, as well as a recently passed law concerning the death penalty for Palestinians. Mazat stated that Israel is undermining the geopolitical and economic order, even undermining world peace, and urged all countries to unite and pressure Israel to prevent a third world war. Deputy Chair Mohammed Hussein Fadlullah further emphasized the crucial role of parliamentary involvement in ensuring the effectiveness of UN programs and stressed the need for UN reform to be more inclusive and democratic, especially in addressing humanitarian issues like Gaza. Indonesia committed to actively support a permanent ceasefire in Gaza and push for UN reform. The 152nd IPU General Assembly ran from April 15 to 19, 2026. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.